Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Barry. This Sith Lord is a metalhead. On today, Sunday, November 27th. November 27th on a Sunday. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's doing good. Had a nice little weekend, the holiday, and was able to go and catch on some things. Did quick reviews of Wednesday. Fantastic show. Uh, also did you know, little review there of the Guardians of the Galaxy, the holiday special, which was trash. Sorry, it was trash. So right now, I've been told, I've been for a long time been wanting to check out Wakanda Forever. People have been asking me, "Have you saw it? Have you saw it?" They wanted to hear my insight on it, what I thought of it, and how I feel about it. Okay, so this is basically my review of Wakanda Forever. Okay, um, let me let me just say this: the movie itself, um, one the 2 hours and 35 minutes that it was. Honestly, let's just be real. That movie was that pacing of the movie should not have been no 2 hours and 35 minutes. Okay, that's my honest opinion on it. There was a lot of moments in that movie where everything seemed more stretched out than it should. Um, it was just a lot of things where they were trying to make sense of things that you didn't need explaining. If that makes sense. Um, the intro as far as you know Black Panther, T'Challa's death and them trying to find a cure and I'll be honest with you, as sentimental as it is, from dealing with the loss of Chadwick Boseman, uh, I don't know. Some people might find this as very negative to a degree. I just found it to be unnecessary and it should not have been put in. To be honest with you, um, I just felt like it was just something that they were trying to add into the movie just to give it its emotion because it was a real life thing of Chadwick Boseman passing away. Uh, as far as the character T'Challa, that was a character that they didn't need to kill off. Okay, let's remember one thing. Um, this is a comic book movie. Okay, uh, and if I remember correctly, in an interview way before Chadwick Boseman passed away, he made it clear in this interview where he said, "If I can no longer play Black Panther, somebody else should." He that was like his blessing right there. If anything, we've had a lot of superheroes played by different people. I think the only superhero right now, as far as actors, that's played a superhero the longest till this day is Hugh Jackman, Wolverine. He's already played it for almost 20 years, over 20 years, 22 years. And, but eventually we all know, as fans, as much as we hate it, that eventually the mantle has to get passed over to somebody else younger. He's getting older and things happen. We could go along the line. Christopher Reeve, you know, Michael Keaton, Christian Bale, we could throw all these different superheroes in the mix, but the thing could then is that, oh, Chadwick Boseman was the essential Black Panther. Yeah, he was. He was. Unfortunately, things happen. It just reminded me of I had just happened to be watching uh the last episode of the first season of Spartacus. That actor who played Spartacus for that series, that he was to me the essential Spartacus. Unfortunately, the man ended up getting cancer. He passed away, and they fixed the series somehow to try and introduce a new Spartacus, and it didn't. It worked out. I mean, that's just my feeling to it. I mean, one, like I said, that this movie could have been 10 times better. I think if they would have just they should have recast the character. That's just my part on that. Okay, they should have recast the character 110%. That this just seemed like it was something that they were trying to push that just basically made no sense. But anyway, let me just discuss the movie real quick. Angela Bassett is my pros. Angela Bassett, I mean, if anything, did a phenomenal job. I thought her acting was phenomenal. I mean, she is a phenomenal actress. uh, on point. She gave the movie a little bit of life there, and her acting pretty much stood out as far as the movie goes for me. I thought she was fantastic. It's a shame that they ended up killing off her character in the movie. As the queen. But it is what it is, and that was pretty sad there too. But look, her character is the queen, and she's an older lady. Things happen. I mean, unfortunately, that's part of real life. That does happen. Namor. Um, Namor was a character I've been wanting to. I was waiting for years. Okay, Namor. If anybody's familiar with Prince Namor, he was one of the first Marvel characters ever written. You know, back with Captain America, the Invade. All the Namor has always been an essential character in the Marvel universe, and at first I was kind of iffy about the fact that they had him as an Aztec, and so I didn't mind that. Honestly, I thought his character was actually pretty decent. Um, could they have done more with him? Yes, yes, there could have been a whole lot more. They did introduce the fact that he is a mutant. He pretty much said it. So I guess that's gonna be the MCU's way of pretty much introducing now mutants. So now he said it, and maybe he'll have something else to, later on he'll pop up. Hopefully, we get him, running around with the Fantastic Four, and because that's basically where Namor was more inclined to, to meet up with, and so on. But I just felt like they could have did a lot more with him. I wasn't really too. I felt like his character could have had more in the movie, except for what they had. But yeah, but Namor wasn't that bad. But again, with the way that they were stretching everything else out, you couldn't really place Namor the way you really wanted it. Now, here's my cons. Okay. Again, I said in the beginning, I wasn't really, as sad as everything was about Chadwick Boseman, and I wasn't really too thrilled about them killing off T'Challa like that. They could have did something else. They had a chance with Killmonger in the spirit realm. They could, remember it's the MCU. You could have did so many different things, but you wanted to just keep him, keep his character dead. I don't get it, but that's my take on that. Uh, Again, I said the length for the movie way too damn long. 2 hours and 35 minutes, too long. You could have chopped down so much. The movie could have been under 2 hours, easily under 2 hours. That you could have just fit everything, but everything got stretched out so much. It lagged. It was lagging a lot. Uh, Again, explaining stuff that was not need to be explained. Just to prolong things and dialogue. It just I wasn't that it just felt like something that was pushed on instead of just actually making it flow. Uh yeah, Riri Williams, Ironheart. If anything was unnecessary, that's one of the main characters that was totally unnecessary. It's a character that doesn't that has to me is just nothing to put in. She just for what? For what? You use a story because she created some fucking machine about picking up vibranium, and now they want to kill her. Well, why her? I mean, I don't I didn't get that. I didn't get that too much. It just seemed a little uh ridiculous. Then the freaking the Ironheart armor was stupid. It looked like something like a Megazord from the Power Rangers. It was just I'm sorry. I can't deal with that. I just can't. It just looked ridiculous. It really does. Her persona was ridiculous. She was annoying. Uh, she was trying to be a thug. But she's supposed to be from Chicago, but she was sounding like she was from the Bronx. Pick your thug. Pick your thug. I don't know which one. I just, I'm sorry. And it's a shame too because, like I said, when you sit down, I sat down. I've heard all the complaints about the movie. I heard a lot of shit about it. A lot of that stuff is true. What they said as far as what they were pushing, how they were doing things. There's a lot of little things in there that had me shaking my head. The part where Shuri and Namor were fighting, she got stabbed. They did a fucking Reva on her. That pissed me off. That really did piss me off. I wasn't happy about that. Um, Yeah. Look, I can't say that I like the movie. I really didn't. I mean, if I gotta look for, pick and choose certain parts of the movie, I could do that. To say, like, I gave it in my pros. Angela Bassett's acting, Namor was cool. Mbaktu, I always like. I thought we needed more Mbaktu. Yeah, more of him. If he would have more of him in the movie, maybe it would have made him a little bit more enjoyable. He was cool. But I'm sorry, man. This movie was bad. It just written bad, dragged. Even the fight at the end with the Atlanteans, it was they were trying to make it epic, and it just wasn't. It didn't feel like an epic fight. Just felt like they were throwing things all over the place. Everything just seemed out of whack, and they could have did so much more, so much more. Um, but this is what happens when you force stuff into a movie and you drag it out more than what it should be. Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't. I won't say I hated the movie. Uh, you know, I thought I was gonna hate it. I sat down and watched. I thought I was gonna hate the movie. It just upset me with the way they did it. Um, it wasn't good. It wasn't a good movie. I'm sorry. A lot of the people who were waiting for me to give a great review, I'm sorry. This movie was trash. All right. So look, that's it. This is my review video. You can take it as it is. Uh, like it, hate it, say I'm whatever, but yeah, this movie was trash. I'm sorry. All right. Well, hopefully they'll recast T'Challa. Well, anyway, they got his son at the end, so there you go. His son will eventually, that he'll grow up in 5 or 6 years, be a big kid, and he'll be the next Black Panther. All right. So that's all I got right now, guys. All right. This is Barry. My review of Wakanda Forever. This is Barry. This Sith Lord is a metalhead. May the force be with you.